What's up, everyone? Welcome to SDNA Studios, where the chair squeaks, nothing is polished, everything is honest, nothing is edited or prettied up. It is what it is. So I got this guy down here a few months back, and it kind of got pushed to the side because I got the Kemper, which is phenomenal. I'll get around to that one soon. But I kind of got thinking about this old guy and how cool I thought it was. Little bitty thing. I'm used to coming from the Head Rush, the Kemper, the Helix world. So this little guy came in and I was blown away by it. The processing power, the number of amps, the cabs, they're okay. I'm an IR guy just because of what I do with Sonic DNA. But the cabs were okay. The factory presets were okay. But I just have a thing for IRs, right? So I thought I'm going to get this little thing out and I'm going to do a review on it. And there's all kinds of videos showing you the ins and the outs and all this, and I think there's just too much talking, explaining, and all people ultimately want to do is they want to hear it. They want to know what the effects routings are. They want to know what the amps are and stuff like that. So that's the kind of stuff that we're going to cover. And I'm going to build a patch from scratch. In the Head Rush world, people have been bugging me to do a Satriani type thing. Well, this has the JSX amps in it. So I'm going to take one of those and try to build a Satriani type thing real quick. And we'll see how many blocks it takes up. And we'll see how long it takes to get that tone. The way that I'm running here is I'm running one side of it into my Focusrite directly into StudioOne. The other side I'm running into this F12x-200 on the top and the open back with a Sennheiser E906. And I'm going to blend the two together. So without further ado, let's go. We'll look through some of the things this has to offer. Now, the first thing that everybody wants to know whenever it comes to one of these modelers, of course, because it is an amp modeler, is what amp models are in it. Well, I can show you right now. We've got a US Blues Junior, a US Deluxe, US Tweed, and it goes on and on and on. Plexi, JCM 900, the US Golds are Friedmans. Just keep going. Triple rectifiers, dual rectifiers, Mark 3s, Mark 4s, Mark 5s. The Cali John Petrucci, 3 channels of that. We've got an Engel, we got another Engel, Dark Star, or Black Stars, I'm sorry. We got some oranges, PD, which is PV, 6550, which is 6505. We got the PV 5050, which is 5150s. The PV Satch. Down here we have some diesels, and it just keeps going on and on. We've got a Randall Satan. We got 2 channels to that. Soldano. We even have a Jet City. I mean, the head that I have up there that I rebuilt was a Jet City. I liked it, but it could have been better. We got Cokes. PRSs, Dr. Z's, just the list goes on and on and on and on, where you can add your own amps, you can profile into this thing, and it's pretty amazing for its price point and for its size. I played out with it one time and it sounded great, but the only thing that I didn't care for was the expression pedal underfoot. You can't feel it, especially for a bigger footed person like me. You just can't feel it. So that was my only one complaint. Otherwise, awesome unit. Excuse me now. Oh, shit cow. This always cracked me up. Shit cow is the pit bull. Someone's sense of humor. VHT amps. So we're going to go on back now to this Satch. I'm going to go to the Crunch channel. And you'll see here you have options to change your tubes, your master. You know, I'm going to move this cab down here. And let's see what it comes loaded with by default. By default, you get the US Deluxe 112. It don't load the recommended cab for you, which keeps your mind more open to tones. So, right out of the box, this is what it sounds like. And this is with an SM57, 2 SM57s. Now let's go to the matching cab. Alright, so we'll find the PD. Yep, PD412. We'll load that up. I don't want that FX on yet. I've heard worse sound. Wait till I put the IR. But I do want to note right here, you can choose your mics from all of these. You can do one or two of them. You can pick the center of them, the distance of them, the early reflection. It goes on, and you can take mic 1 and mic 2 and you can blend them 50-50 or whatever you want to do on that, which is a pretty cool little system. But I'm going to get on down to what I need to be doing here, and I'm going to take these have become my favorite IRs that I offer, just because I like rock, you know, and more traditional sounds. But for rock and stuff like that, I'm going to go with the PRG 57 121 hot glass expanded. Now let's listen to the difference that this makes. Of course, we're going to adjust our low cut and our high cut here. I'm doing everything through the editor. You can do it on the board. It's just easier for the sake of not having to tie a whole lot of video together. Do it like this. So we're going to set that around 76. We're going to go to the high cut around 75. Close enough. Early reflection, we're going to do 7. Now, to me, it's got a real robust, honest amp sound to it with the dual sharp processors in it, which is also what Fractal uses. I'm saving you money right there. So let's get on down to work here. We'll go back to the amp, and we can choose our amp models. I really like the EL34s and the EL84s. Most of the Marshalls come with a UK gold, but I'm going to go with what I know, 6L6. Turn the bias up on it, because I like a really hot bias amp. Okay. Pre-up out's going to come up a little. I'll take the treble up some. I'm going to turn this master down, and I find that these amp models are really responsive. So I'm not going to have to do a whole lot of work to the amp. So first things first, we're going to add in a little reverb. I don't want a room reverb. Look at all these reverb options. Plate, filter, swell, spring, mod, shimmer. Cool. So we're going to go with a plate, and I'm going to turn that decay down a little bit, pre-delay down a little bit, and you can choose to do this out in stereo or mono. We're going to go with stereo. Just watch and follow along, and we'll see how this tone shapes. You'll see that it's really easy to shape on this thing. So I'm going to add a little bit more master in. We'll bias it up just a little hotter. Take my gain up some. Alright. So what's missing? Delay. Turn this delay on. I want to go with we'll go with digital. We'll keep it there. So our feedback, we're set by default at 1,000 milliseconds, which is a really long delay. I don't need that. I need this to be around 450-ish. I don't need so much feedback. Wrong notes happen and they will stay in, people. Turn it down the mix. Take that time down a little bit more. I promise I've played a guitar before. So here's your drives and distortions. A tube driver, 808, pure boost, flex boost. Y'all can read. Anyway, we've got tone, we got fuzzes, we've got a clon, type metal, the juicer, rumble drive, just all kinds of stuff. Full drive, the BB preamp, the Sur Riot. But we're going to stay on the tube drive for now. So I'm going to turn this gain down just a hair, and I'm going to turn this output up so we push the front end of this amp. I like where it's headed. Okay, so we got our drive. Now I want to pull this back, put it over here. Let's throw us in a little course. Go analog course. And where you put this in your signal chain really makes a huge difference. You're being a little too right now, Mr. Course. I think we're going to put it back up in front of the amp. I'm going to take the level down. It's just kind of subtle. Really cool too. You can turn your levels up, like on your delay, if you want to use it as a volume boost, if you've got a level slot to do that with. So let's turn our mix up a hair. See what we got. Part always gets me. Stretch. Satch is a freak. So I want some more reverb on it. Throw it up on the mix. So that's pretty passable right there. Now how you would assign this, if I remember right, maybe I do. Control. Now, you've got these switches right here, your control switches. And what you can do is you can take Control 1, make it an on-off switch, and say you want to have your distortion OD there, then you can operate it via that switch. Assign a LED color. That just sounds mean, don't it? So anyway, that's all about the controls and everything. I'll go through a few of these amp models for people that are curious about it. And we'll check out some, I'll tell you what do you say we check out some factory presets? Because that's usually what lets people down on these, is factory presets. So let's see, US Gold, no, I don't want to save it. US Gold Comp. Okay, that's the US Gold Friedman Clean. Texas Blues. Try the single coils. I don't really care for that one. There's a few of them that are cool. Pseudo British. US Power Stack. What is this? So everything's using a US. That could be usable, workable. Now let's do this. Let's take my go-to IR here. I can see something going on with it. What else? Oh, we also have an acoustic simulator. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see what a multi-layer cake is. It's something I don't really care for. So once again, factory presets on these things. Overall, I recommend building your own. Liquid lead. Okay, this is a Mark III. Of Sandman, the Mark III distortion Sandman. Let's try that with a IR in it. I want to go with 57-160. By the way, these IRs are available on my website, sonicdna.com. Shameless plug, it is my channel. I'm going to do what I want to do. And this is the 1935B Marshall pre-roller greenback pack. And it just makes everything better. So anyway, there's a few little points on this thing. It went a little longer than I wanted it to. So this is the Mooer GE300. There's rumor going around, it's kind of up in the air about this, but they're saying that the firmware updates have been discontinued. I'm hearing conflicting stories. I hope it's not true because it's pretty cool. It's got a lot to offer as far as amps. The effects really just, I don't know, they don't blow me away so much. I mean, they got them all kind of looped together here with phaser and EQs. The EQs are pretty cool. I'll show you those. Here's a Studio Pro EQ, which is a parametric EQ. And then you got a 10-band EQ, which is nice. And, you know, 3-band EQ. Custom EQ, which allows you to pick your own frequencies. This is really cool, by the way. You can pick your own frequencies here, and you can put your low gain on them, so you're not stuck with frequencies that they want you to have. You can actually adjust them to the frequency you want, and then turn it up. So that's a pretty cool little EQ there. But anyway, I'm gonna quit bang jangling, get off here, and get this thing all synced up. That's the Mooer GE300. I recommend it with some good IRs. I recommend it. There's a lot of good amp models. The effects are okay, and it'll get you by. I got to get out of here.